Alright my fighters, so today we are going to talk about the new banner, when it is coming and whether you should summon on it or not. And let me know your opinion about it in the comments section below. Now before we start, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell beside it to stay notified with everything new about Dragon Ball Legends. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and share the video with your friends. Now without any further ado, let's just get started. So first of all, as you can see, the banner is coming on the 31st of March, which is basically the exact same as any Legends Rising banner, but this time they are calling the banner Legends Mega Rising, and this is because it has ×2 Z power and it has one Legends Limited character on it as well, or at least one Legends Limited character, because here we have actually only one Legends Limited character, and in the picture of the banner as well there is only one Legends Limited character, but these are maybe the featured characters, so maybe there are more. We will see once we get the banner, because right now we don't have it. Anyways, our new characters are actually Super Saiyan Trunks and a transforming cell. As I said before, we are going to get a transforming cell. I thought at the beginning it would be actually a first form cell into a second form cell, but then when they Zenkai awakened the first form cell, I knew that it would be actually a second form cell into a perfect form cell, which makes more sense, to be honest. So yeah, anyways, first, our Super Saiyan Trunks. Is he worth summoning for or not? Well, his traits are actually Ultimate Arts, Special Cover Change, Special Cover Change Nullification, and increased damage against God Ki. And his ultimate art is basically Final Flash, which deals massive impact damage and applies the following effects to self. Destroys all cards and randomly draws 4 new ones. So this is basically your own cards. He is going to destroy all of the cards that he has and draw 4 new. Restores ki by 50 and plus 50% to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. So that is actually a pretty good ability, but nothing super special about it. And it has blast armor when changing forward. It's a Final Flash! What a charging forward is there in a Final Flash? Hello! What the hell? Whatever. Special move, Piercing Sword. Deals massive piercing damage. Applies the following effects to self upon activation. Plus 30% special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. Nullifies enemies, restores health when it reaches 0. Effects when this character... Oh, well, that is actually a pretty good ability. Like seriously, that is a very good ability, especially that he has it on special move, not ultimate. That is a massively useful ability. And then 100% chance to inflict extreme bleed on hit, obviously. Piercing Sword without 100% chance to inflict bleed isn't Piercing Sword, right? Your main ability. You dare talk to me about right and wrong? He is, by the way, the Trunks that faces the Maso and Goku Black, not the Trunks that faces Cell, which is pretty confusing. And why would they go with that Trunks with a banner that has Cell on it? I really don't understand, but whatever, they do them. Draw the ultimate arts card Final Flash next. Restores own health by 30% and ki by 40. Plus 20% to damage inflicted. Minus 5 to own strike and blast arts costs. It cannot be cancelled and it's not timed as well. So he just gained it permanently. That is actually very good. Plus 1 to amount special cover change can be used. Okay, that is very good as well. He is similar to the good Android 21, where she actually gained an extra cover change by using her main ability. Then we have the special skill, Resentment against 2 evil gods. Restores own ki by 50, restores own vanishing gauge by 50, cancels own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, applies buff effects, nullifies an enemy's cover change actions, that activates when changing cover to self for 10 timer counts. That is also a very good ability. Now it's for 10 timer counts, which isn't so long, but it's still actually going to be always with you on the special skill, and that is very good. That is absolutely good. The Z ability is going to buff basically 3% special move damage inflicted by tag future and 35% to tag future Vegeta clan or hybrid Saiyan based strike and blast attack. That is absolutely magnificent. The ability is super good. Unique ability, the first one, Flame of Hope returning to the future, plus 25% to damage inflicted against tag god key. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts, plus 80% to damage inflicted, plus 100% to the next special move damage inflicted, reduces damage received by 65%, increase arts card draw speed by 1 level, it cannot be cancelled, and then increase arts card draw speed by 1 level for 20 timer counts. So if you want to maximize the use of his card draw speed, you need to start the battle with him, because otherwise you are going to spend some of that 20 timer counts with a different character, and that isn't going to be so good. So to maximize his card draw speed, you need to use him at the beginning of the fight directly. Anyways, plus 50% to key recovery as well. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield: restores own ki by 20, plus 15% to damage inflicted by allies, cannot be stacked, but it's not going to actually, it will be permanent. It's not going to be removed alone, but it is removable because it doesn't say that cannot be cancelled, it's just cannot be stacked. So basically he is going to give this buff to all of the allies, and it is going to be permanent unless someone removes it from that character. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade -1 to arts card draw speed level for 10 timer counts. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade plus 20% to damage received for 10 timer counts. These abilities are actually pretty good. They are very good, to be honest. For a normal sparking character, these are above normal. These are very good abilities. Heart Ablaze for Retribution. Receive 0 damage when changing cover for the first time. So his cover change is similar to basically Legends Limited Super Saiyan 4 Goku and the Good Android 21, where they just save the character. They don't do a cover change in the same way as other characters, where they just nullify the attack. They just save the character, and that is very good because it will save you from a rising rush as well. The following effects occur upon landing a strike or blast arts hit. Draw a special move arts card next, activates once, restores on ki by 10, plus 5% to damage inflicted, applies attribute upgrade -5% to enemy's sustained damage cut effects to self, inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 15% to damage received, for 10 timer counts, inflicts enemies with attribute downgrade -20% to health restoration for 10 timer counts, applies the following effects to self when enemy activates Rising Rush, very cool, restores health by 25%, activates once, and shortens substitution count by 10. This shortened substitution count by 10 is actually one of the absolute best abilities they could ever give him, with the cover change that they gave him. So basically now if Trunks is on the standby and someone rising rushes your character, he is going to be able to tag in directly, and by tagging in he is going to be able to actually cover change the rising rush itself, and you won't be hit by it, which is going to nullify your opponent's rising rush, which is very good. However, together with how many characters we have right now that can nullify actually the cover change, that isn't going to be something that you will see so many times, but still it's a very beautiful ability nonetheless. Applies the following effect to self when this character enters the battlefield if there is a defeated battle member. Restores health by 20%, activates 3 times, which means that he is going to recover 60% of his health, and restores ki by 20. So Trunks overall looks pretty phenomenal, to be honest. For a normal sparking character, I would say he is very good actually. He is super good. And if you ask me whether he deserves summoning 4 or not, he definitely deserves summoning 4 if you are using Future or Vegeta clan characters. Otherwise, don't summon for him. The next character is a transforming cell, and since we already have actually gone so far in the video, I think that it's good to just take a look at the perfect form alone. You are going to most likely play the majority of the game with a perfect form as well, unless let's actually see first his transformation. Where is it going to be? Is he transforming during? Yeah, he is transforming basically using the main ability, and the main ability is going to require 25 timer counts. So only 25 timer counts you are going to be playing actually as the second form cell, and then the rest of the match is going to be basically using the perfect form cell. So that's why it's better to take a look at the perfect form cell alone. But let's read the main ability. So let's get one with a feast. Transform into perfect form. Restores on health by 30%, restores on vanishing gauge by 100%, that is very good. Reduces impact and slice damage received by 30% for 30 timer counts, cancels on attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. That is actually a very good ability there, just to transform. And then we have another main ability. Oh, sorry, the wrong one. Yeah. So his treats are special cover change, strike. So he has actually a special cover change against strike. Special cover change nullification, which is very good. Unfavorable element factor nullification. Well, perfect cell. You might be actually a perfect cell for sure. Alright, so his special move, perfect attack. Of course, perfect attack. Perfect cell, perfect attack. Deals massive impact damage, applies the following effects to self upon activation, destroys all cards, and randomly draws 3 new ones. What is wrong with these characters destroying their own cards and drawing new ones? Like seriously, both of them does it, but Trunks does it on the ultimate, this boy does it on the special move. Applies attribute down upgrade, shortens substitution count by 5. Wow, that is very good actually. Effect resets after character switch. Blast armor when charging forward. Okay, so both of them has actually charging forward special move ability card, which isn't the best actually, but it's still okay. Main ability, overwhelming ultimate life form. Draw a special move arts card next, restores on ki by 50 so that you can use it directly. Restores on vanishing gauge by 100%. Again, he has 2 restores vanishing gauge by 100%, which is going to be pretty annoying. Nullifies enemies, restores health when it reaches 0, effects when this character attacks for 10 timer counts. So unlike Trunks, this boy has it actually on the main ability, which isn't super good, but it's still under your control. Whenever you want actually to kill a character that has an endurance, you can just use his main ability and use the special move, and he's going to most likely kill it. Cancels enemies attribute upgrade and buff effects. That is also very good actually, because it will lower the opponent's defense, because it will cancel many of its defensive buffs, as long as they are cancelable, of course. Special skill, unbounded power level. destroys all of your own cards and randomly draws 3 new ones. Restores own ki by 20, minus 15 to own special move arts cost for 15 timer counts. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade minus 30% to health restoration for 15 timer counts. Applies the following effects to self based on the number of arts cards destroyed. 1 card restores health by 5, 2 10 and 3 15. So each card will restore 5% of your health. Now it seems that Cell is going to be built up on destroying his own cards and drawing new cards instead of them. And by the way, having it on the special skill is very good, because it will allow you to continue your combo, because it doesn't say that you have to destroy a card in order to draw a new card, but rather you are going to destroy all of your cards, and if you don't have any, you don't have any, and then randomly you will draw actually 3 new ones. The only thing that you are going to lose is basically the health restoration. Other than that, you are going to actually be able to continue your combo, and that is going to be pretty phenomenal actually. And it restores also some ki to be able to do that. Then his Z ability, he is going to increase 35% to tag future, regeneration or android based strike and blast defense. That isn't the best actually, and 18% to powerful opponent based blast attack. His Z ability isn't that great actually, to be honest. Unique ability, a being of total perfection, plus 25% to damage inflicted against tag Saiyan. Applies the following effects to self according to the number of timer counts elapsed after transforming. 30 timer counts, oh my god, they start at 30, like seriously, that's 55 timer counts into the match. That's pretty much the end of the match. What are we going to do with 70? 70 counts elapsed. I guarantee you aren't going to see this ability ever actually be applied to him. This is going to be a impossible challenge. Anyways, he is going to gain 30% damage inflicted, one or 10 on 30, 10 on 50 and another 10 on 70. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Restores health by 10%, and it is going to continue on. It's not going to stay for 3 times or something like that. You are going to restore 10% every time you enter the battlefield. That is pretty crazy. Restores ki by 20. 20 is okay. It's better than nothing, I guess, but 20? Seriously? Plus 30% to ki recovery. It cannot be cancelled, so this is going to be actually a permanent one. Increase arts card draw speed by 1 level. That is a very good one as well, because it cannot be cancelled, so it is going to be permanent. Also applies the following effects to self if enemy health is 50% or below. Draw a special arts card next, activates once. Nullifies own unfavorable element factors for 10 timer counts, activates once, and applies buff effect, nullifies enemies special actions that activates when changing cover. Well, this isn't actually that great, to be honest. Like seriously, what are we going to do with the cover change at that point, and what are we going to do with the nullify unfavorable element factors? The nullify on unfavorable element factors should have been on himself, not on the opponent. Like when his health is below 50%, nullify on unfavorable element factors. That would have been way better actually. Transcendent power up. Applies the following effects to enemy when changing cover. Randomly destroys 1 card, reduces ki by 30. Knocks enemy back to long range if a cover change is performed against their strike arts attack. So he is going to, as we said before, he is going to have a cover change against the strike. and it is going to be comboable with the special move. Applies the following effects to self after enemy attack is over. Restores 80% of damage received up to 80% of own health. Randomly draws at most 3 new cards when you have 3 or fewer cards. Wow, he has actually so many card reset and card drawing abilities. That is actually pretty crazy. Like seriously, that is going to be pretty crazy. Anyways, cancels attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, activates 3 times, applies the following effects to self every time an arts card is drawn while this character is on the battlefield, restores ki by 10 and plus 10% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts. That is a very good ability as well. Now, is Cell a good ability or a good character to summon for? Maybe. I don't think that he is going actually to be the character that you would like to have. However, he is a transforming character, so his stats are most likely going to be pretty broken. He is going to be a good character, don't misunderstand me, but is he worth summoning for? I don't think so. And when it comes to the banner as overall, I think that it's not going to be actually the banner that you want to summon on unless you are a future tag main, 2 a fan of one of these 2 characters, Cell or Trunks, and 3 if you enjoy using these 2 characters. Otherwise, I don't recommend you to summon on this banner actually. If you don't main future, don't summon at all. If you aren't a fan of these characters, don't summon at all. And I don't think that this banner is going to have actually that much of a value to summon on anyways. The only character that is good here or that is going to add to the value is basically the Trunks and Vegeta. Other than that, there is nothing else that is going to add to the value. It's not going to have, most likely it's not going to have any other Legends limited characters on it, and therefore I don't think that it is going to be actually much better than what we already have right now. So if you ask me, don't summon on the banner, save for the upcoming Legends limited character. It's going to be much better, but as I said before, it's up to you to decide what you want to do, and let me know your opinion about it in the comments section below. Are you going to summon or are you going to skip the banner? Anyways, with that being said, that was everything for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that they can enjoy it too. And if you got any useful information from this video, or if you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell beside it so that you stay notified with everything new about Dragon Ball Legends. And with that being said, see you as always in the next video of Dragon Ball Legends.